Batman Knightfall Part 1 is the latest DC animated film featuring the Dark Knight. And it's been a long time since I've seen a Batman animated film. Batman's not really my go-to superhero, but like most people in the world, he has been a part of my movie-going life ever since I've been a little kid. I remember really fondly of my mom taking me to see Batman Returns in the theaters, and I was like, this is the greatest Batman movie of all time. And full disclaimer, I'm not going to go in depth with the comic book side of things because I'm not really, versed in that. This is going to be strictly a review from someone that is just a casual Batman fan and just wanted to check this one out. But as someone who have heard of this Knightfall arc but never really dive deep into it, I was really excited to see how this story was going to go. But I have seen the cover of this comic book series, and the famous picture of Bane cracking Batman's back. So I knew I was in for some cool stuff. And I always thought that Bane was an interesting character, but I felt like the closest to we got of Bane being actually like the Bane that's from the comic books is what we got with Tom Hardy's version in The Dark Knight Rises. I like Tom Hardy's performance in that film, but I always felt like, he just needed to be a little bit taller. A little taller. He wasn't really that menacing as Bane as you see in the comic books as like towering over Batman. But hey, let's not forget the Bane that we got from Batman Forever. Yeah, that was interesting. But I am happy to say that the Bane in this film is the Bane that we've been waiting for, and oh boy is he creepy and scary. And they have a backstory of Bane's character that I had no idea. I had no idea of his backstory, and when they showed me what was going on and what Bane had to go through, I'm like, I don't want to mess with this guy. I don't want to mess with this guy at all. I'm really excited that they announced that this is going to be a 3-part movie series. So we got the first one. The second one's supposed to be coming out later this year. And then we get the third one, the beginning of 2027. So I'm really excited to see where this goes. Again, as somebody that hasn't read the comic book, I'm hyped. I'm in for it. But before I go into, my excitement for the Bane character, we do got to talk about the movie as a whole and how it's, presented. Again, as a person that is not familiar with the comic books and not really a lot of Batman characters, I do feel like this movie is a little bit all over the place when it comes to introducing these characters. In the beginning of this movie, they introduce a character called Azrael, who I think looks cool. I'm interested to see more about him, but they kind of introduce him in a way where it's like, we gotta quickly give you a little bit of backstory of him, and we're gonna throw out some words and some things that are gonna be happening, and you know what's going on. That's kind of how it felt like. It kind of felt like just thrown together really quickly and expecting the audience to kind of already know these characters. And they do that with a lot of other characters in this movie as well. And it doesn't help that the pacing is very quick because they want to get to that glorious third act. And it's good, we'll get to it. But it does sacrifice that story building and world building that I think was needed for just casual noob fans of Batman like me. But again, if you are a fan of Batman and know all this stuff, you're a big fan, you know everything, you know all the characters, I don't think that's going to be something that's going to hinder your experience with the film. But the animation and the voice acting is what you would expect from a DC animated film. It's good. It's top tier. I know we don't have the legendary Kevin Conroy as Batman anymore, but this new guy that they got, Anson Mount, he's played Batman before in the Injustice video games. This is his big role, his first big movie role as Batman's voice. And I think he did a good job. The Batman that we get in this movie is a beat up, tired Batman, and he needs some rest and a Red Bull because he's going through it. He's going through it. But despite everything in the beginning of the film with its pacing issues and it's kind of, not explaining fully its characters, this movie is all about that third act. And while, I wish it went on a little bit more, it is very satisfying because just Bane's character alone, his dialogue, I can listen to this guy talk all day. The voice actor, great job. Oh my God, so good. I just want to hear him talk. You know, I don't agree with what he said, but it was such a great scene, very action-packed, very suspenseful, very menacing, very scary. It's just so good, and the cliffhanger that they leave you on, I'm just like, I need to buy the comic book, because I can't wait. But I enjoyed Batman Knightfall Part 1. Let me know if you're going to go check this one out. It is a little bit pricey when it comes to VOD films. You know, it's like a $18.99, $19.99. I paid $18.99 over on Prime Video. So let me know what prices you guys are seeing in your area. But let me know what you guys think in the comments down below about Batman Knightfall. Are you a big Batman fan? Or have you read the comic book that this is based on? Am I a total noob? Let me know in the comments down below. But this is straight to VOD, the #1 place you can get movie reviews for movies that no one else is talking about. And if you want to see my review for the last Batman animated film that was released, called Aztec Batman, you heard that right. Go check it out over here, because I have a lot to say about that one.